The Pokemon Nuzlocke is easily the most popular gaming challenge out there. The challenge is so popular that even though the word Nuzlocke originated with Pokemon, it's become synonymous with any permadeath video game challenge.
Nope.
Only weirdos play Minecraft?
Yeah.
The challenge has 2 rules. You can only catch the first wild Pokemon you encounter in every area, and if a Pokemon faints, it can't be used anymore. However, these rules are by no means exhaustive, and the community has come up with some wacky rule sets over the years. Just look at some of these. No items, level caps, those 2 actually aren't that bad. Monotype, single Pokemon, those are a little weird. Randomized Pokemon, randomized moves, randomized stats? Are we even playing Pokemon anymore? I've always wanted to do a Nuzlocke, and since apparently you can just make up whatever rules you want, I think I'm gonna try and come up with a rule set of my own. Also, I'm gonna be playing Pokemon Black. Gen 5 is the best gen. The first 2 rules are the usual, permadeath for the Pokemon and 1 Pokemon per area. The third is what I call the Natural Encounters Clause. Basically, if you're progressing through an area for story purposes and encounter a Pokemon, you can defeat it for XP. But if you're backtracking or doing any moving that isn't mandatory, you have to run. This is a more natural form of the level cap rule that takes the annoying grind for levels out of the game. That being said, I have no idea how underleveled this is going to leave me or if it's even going to be possible to beat the game. The final rule is that you can't sell anything to get extra cash, or what I call the hoarder's rule. Since I'm allowing full use of items, it only feels fair to limit the number I can buy. And that's pretty much it. There's no 9th amendment here, so outside of what's mentioned in the rules, everything else is fair game. Now would probably be a good time to mention that I've never actually finished Pokemon Black before. I'm not as excited about this as I normally would be, because I actually already tried this yesterday and I failed miserably. Yeah, yesterday's run was tragic. For reference, here's how it started. Anyways, I started this game. I never finished it. So what we're gonna do is, well, we're gonna beat it. Maybe not today, but over the course of some time. And we're gonna Nuzlocke it because I have a feeling it's gonna be too easy. And here's how it ended. Just do it. No, he just keeps buffing. He's just gonna buff 3 times and then kill me. Rub salt in the wound. Yeah, that doesn't do enough. It's over. We'll get more into yesterday's failures later. For now, I'm naming my trainer Herbie and choosing Tepig as my starter. Why Tepig? Because I had a Blue Fire Emboar Pokemon card as a kid and it was the coolest thing ever. Once I get my Tepig, Bianca challenges me to a battle. She's a pushover, but this fight does establish my battle strategy for the foreseeable future. Double tail whip into tackle. Charon gets whipped right after and I say bye to my mom before going to see Professor Juniper. I named Tepig Blues in honor of my Blue Fire Emboar. And now that I have the Pokédex, the run can really begin. Okay, my first Pokemon. I need this guy to be good. You are kind of cute and really frail. So if it fits, I'm going to name you Theodore. Not my favorite chipmunk, but I don't hate him. So Theodore, welcome to the party. Since the Natural Encounters Clause prevents me from grinding for levels with Theodore, we're gonna give him the freshman on varsity treatment. He's gonna play in every game, except for the ones that matter. So yeah, Theodore is gonna be getting minimal reps. As half a second's worth of reps until he's leveled up enough. I run around for a bit, trying to figure out why this place is called Accumula Town, and then I go find Professor Juniper. Professor Juniper gives us the Pokemon Center intro, and then I heal my... And then I heal my Pokemon. Yeah, so potions are our saving grace. There are no restrictions on how many I can use, except I guess there's a restriction on the amount of money I can get, but there's no restriction on how many I can use. So when in doubt, I will be spraying my Pokemon like there's no tomorrow. As I'm leaving the Pokemon Center, I'm interrupted by Amon preaching about liberating Pokemon. I can't wait till we find out he traps them in balls too. Then an Equalist sympathizer challenges me to a battle and we get to test the Theodore wins by doing absolutely nothing strategy. It works like a charm. 1 pair of running shoes later and it's time for our Route 2 Pokemon encounter. Okay, what's my Pokemon for this route? Lillipup, please? Not the best outcome, but we'll name him Simon. Let's see. I'm now the proud owner of not one, but two of the chipmunks. I'm just missing Alvin. The bootleg XP share strategy applies to Simon too, although I'm starting to think that splitting XP 3 ways isn't the best idea. The rest of Route 2 is calm, just a couple trainer battles and a few wild encounters. Although I did backtrack to go heal in Accumula Town and had to run from this Patrat on the way back. Bianca challenges me as I'm entering Stridon City. The fight isn't anything crazy, but I had a lot of fun with it yesterday. Let me just identify. Identified. And you're dead. Stridon City has two major challenges, the Charon fight and the gym. Both of these fights involve water types that are super effective against blues and strong enough to obliterate Theodore and Simon. The solution here is to run up to the Dream Yard, fight all these trainers, and then talk to this girl who gives us a free Pan Sage. Yep, he has a leaf on his head. You are here in Salad Boy. You're gonna do great work for us, Salad Boy. With Pan Sage, we can steamroll Charon's Oshawa and then switch into Tepig to fight Purloin. We don't have to do this to win, but I'd like Blues to get as much XP as possible. Although it would be a shame if Purloin knew a move that let it use one of Dead Oshawat's moves, and that move just happened to be Water Gun. Oh no. What move will you use? Water Gun? Oh, that would be crazy. That would be crazy if Purloin assisted into Water Gun. I don't know if that's possible. But Oshawat's dead, so it probably can't do that. That was almost horrible. With Charon beaten, all that's left is the gym. And with Salad Boy, the gym isn't a struggle at all. Theodore and Simon didn't see any action during these battles. We couldn't risk their lives. We'll get back to switch training on Route 3. Now I know what you might be thinking. What happens if you forget to get Pan Sage before fighting Charon? Well, hypothetically speaking, you could use your two other Pokemon as meat shields, sacrificing them so Tepig can win the battle. You could then remember to get Pan Sage and take him to the gym, where you'd face a trainer that just so happens to have the two Pokemon you sacrificed. During the battle, you just so happen to not be paying attention as one of those two Pokemon assist uses Bide to reverse your Vine Whip into a one-hit KO on your own Pan Sage, leaving Tepig all alone to fight the gym leader's Panpour. Yeah, that doesn't do enough. It's over. What a crazy hypothetical. It's kinda wild that someone could just forget something that important. I wonder what they could have been thinking about instead. We also have a team of women. We got the... Wait, we have the girl, the Glitter Force. Are they 6 of them? Well, they're gonna be 6 of them. They're 5, okay. So we have 3 out of the 5. Bluey, you're the red one, obviously. So Steve, you can be the blue one. And then Bubbles, because you're definitely the yellow one, because you're named Bubbles and you are frail. I don't remember their names. Bluey, you are now here in Glitter Sunny. Steve, you're Glitter Breeze. And then Bubbles, you're Glitter Peace. Yeah. We're building the Glitter Force Avengers. That's what this has become. I love Pokemon.